I didn't need the high school love drama story, detention, Breakfast Club, bad CGI, the bad death at the end of the Terminator comeback. It was just really, really poorly written. For $100 million movie?
150.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
We need
There
to start,
probably won't be
we need
another
to start
one of those.
doing movies. As I was getting back to, we get into legal stuff once in a while, and stuff intrigues me. And your favorite president, not Jimmy Carter,
Trump shaker?
yeah, Trump is getting is getting sued for blocking Twitter users. And you wonder what kind of because I mean, I'm sure like any celebrity has probably blocked tens of thousands,
But they're not the president.
but they're not.
They're not subject to FOIA requests either.
Yep.
Right. So does Twitter fall under an FOIA request?
If you are using it as a channel, all of the POTUS accounts are archived and set aside in the National Archives and all that stuff. So if the President of the United States is using that as an official form of communication,
Right.
I don't see how he
It's
can
a
argue
thing.
that it's not official, though. Like, everything he does presidentially or when he's
It's
making fun
on
of
the record.
Democrats, it's all right there in his
it's
Twitter
all
account.
on the record. Yeah.
And I mean, I get the First Amendment thing, but I also get that there's things to the First Amendment.
Yeah, you can't
that-
yell fire in a crowded theater. And
then Twitter wasn't invented in 1787, and I get that too. But like this just opens up if this goes through and wins, obviously it'll probably go to a higher court. What does that mean for
One would assume
for
so.
anyone for that matter?
Well, and not only that, but I mean,
Don't let the trolls win. That's all I'm saying.
Right, but like, so my take on this was I'm curious to see if it's used as a precedent to then have the conversation about him banning certain media outlets from his press conferences.
That's been done for years. Right, but it opens up.
But if you can backdoor to a precedent,
Right.
now you have something
Right.
to challenge it. Speaking of backdoor to a precedent, let's talk about the biggest backdoor of them all, PETA.
PETA,
Who is trying to say that animals can own things.
no,
Because remember the monkey selfie?
Yeah.
The big
animal's
grin
cute as
teeth?
hell.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Well, so the photographer depending on who you want to listen to, his camera took the picture because he was teaching the monkeys how to like grab the camera and take pictures. So he has basically been bankrupted by PETA because they're trying to say that the monkey owns the copyright to that photo.
the monkey can't
Not
sign
him.
a copyright document.
So if you don't know how to legibly write your name, you can't.
You can write an X as a human being. You
See?
suck.
See?
Nah. Well, wait a minute, lady.
Well, see, this whole thing started when he basically took this really great picture, or the monkey took the picture, and there were other sites like TechDirt and Wikipedia that was using it without his permission.
That picture went viral overnight. Yeah.
It's like, all these media outlets, please stop using my intellectual property. The website's refused. And
Well,
said
Wikipedia
that
in particular said, no, it's Creative Commons.
Well,
Because
it
you
says-
didn't actually take the photo.
uncopyrightable because the monkey was the creator of the image. And then the Copyright Office then ruled that animals cannot own copyrights.
Right.
Which is probably a good decision.
Well, yeah.
But now it's being challenged in what court?
The Ninth Circuit, I believe.
He can't get to San Francisco to like pay his own. He can't buy his ticket to get there to defend himself.
Yeah, because he's already
basically-
been bankrupted by this crap in the
At
lower
what
courts.
point do you just say, just take my monkey picture and get the hell out of my life?
Well, because now, but see, that's the issue is that now PETA's on a crusade. Because now they want to use this as a way to establish that animals can own things.
What about all those poor elephants that like paint pictures? I mean, do they get to own all their paintings?
No, I'm pretty sure those all go to the zoo fundraiser.
Who's the executor of the?
I was like, what about the survivor?
Dave, you just the elephants get that royalty. The zoos don't get it. Zoos don't own the elephants.
You're on PETA's side now?
For this one, yeah,
What about survivability? Does the elephant's children then own the copyright after they die?
absolutely.
You're not going to forget.
As long as you tax it. Hey, estate tax. Just as long as you tax it, you're fine.
Wait, so now elephants have to file taxes?
Yes.
Speaking of monkeys owning copyrights, you guys hear about that lady?
I don't own a copyright, Nuri.
Hear about that lady in Troy? Talk about my bad segue of the night.
Yes.
Who got pulled over for not having a driver's license? Or she got pulled over for something, some kind of traffic infraction.
Yeah, had a taillight out, something like that. Yeah.
And so
freshener.
basically, they pull her over and say, license registration. She's like, I don't have to give you my driver's license because I'm a traveler.
Oh, one of those.
And then apparently she said that traveler is like what one would do on a horse. And then the cops reminded her that she was not on a horse, but in a car.
Right.
And refused to provide her ID. So they called the supervisor out. The supervisor, they basically dragged her out of the car.
Yep.
And turns out she did not have a driver's license. She did not have insurance.
Nope.
And
Well, she had a suspended driver's license, I believe.
for traveling? Or?
Yeah, probably.
Right.
Well, it's like the people going through the DUI checkpoints. Am I being detained? Am I being detained? I've seen enough of those on libertarian Facebook pages.
Right.
Like,
They call it constitutionalists or something
whatever,
like that.
yeah.
There's like a term for, and you can read and watch it videos on YouTube.
And I would-
learn.
I
I
would
would say the
l-
jackasses that walk
Yeah.
into the Dearborn police station carrying rifles. They're
no,
genius.
and I'd love to do it. Can I search your vehicle, sir? My Fifth Amendment rights state in illegal search and seizure. Get a warrant. But then
Fourth.
when I'm pulled over, I'm like,
Fourth spot.
You can always quote Jay-Z
oh,
lyrics
the
at
fifth
him.
is never mind.
Don't incriminate.
I don't memorize it. But like now, I'm gonna.
I'm sorry, I know it's past the Second Amendment, so you stop caring, but it's the Fourth.
Yeah, that's me. You don't even know what the third one is.
Peaceable assembly.
AP Gov over here.
So speaking of peaceful assembly, someone pooped the bed this week, and that pooped the
In
bed
your
is
house, or-
our good friend Blue Cross Blue Shield, and
You know, this is one of those, the road to hell is paved with good intentions things. Like, I can see someone in a boardroom thought this was a great idea, and there's someone like you or I or Nuri that is screaming somewhere in a lower level cubicle about what a terrible, horrible idea this is, and nobody's listening.
hey guys, let's take all of our data stuff and not print out paper and send USB sticks and then put them in the computer. And it got the applause and it got the approval, and then every IT security guy, pretty much on the planet, either said,
Excuse me?
No, either said, excuse me, or, oh my God, I want to do this.
You know, that's something that they do at like InfoSec conventions. They'll throw out USB sticks in the parking lot. And it's like, oh, what's this? It's a USB stick. Free. Oh, amazing. And then bam.
Well, we've been talking about that for years.
was it
Was it Paris or whatever, that the USB stick sticking out of the brick mortar?
Do it in New York. And
Oh, they're all over the world.
New York too? Oh,
Yeah, they're all over the
right.
world.
And like, I'm going to stick my laptop. It's like the computer IPsec equivalent of a glory hole. It's like,
Can we isolate that?
Absolutely. Well, no, where were we? The
9:25.
the security conference we were at with CBI down at
Converge.
Yeah, we're Converge,
Right.
and yeah, so like
You're gonna put your
we're getting the
computer in
audio,
that?
and like some random guy comes up and hands me a USB drive. He's like, "Hey, here's the audio." I don't think anything of it. Pop it on my computer. Bob goes, "What are you doing?" I'm like, putting a USB drive that some random guy just gave me.
and it was a
in my
Microsoft
computer.
evangelist too. It wasn't like it was like some dude.
My computer's now installing Windows 10. God damn it.
Damn it. Speaking of being stuck somewhere you don't want to be, this is my favorite story of the
Backseat
week.
a Volkswagen?
Yeah. No. I didn't know there was like back rooms of ATM machines.
Oh, I heard about that.
Oh yeah.
Some of
And,
the bigger ones, not like the small ones like we have one here in our office.
Right.
Yeah, no, we have one in our office, yeah. Or in our office in our studio. But apparently this dude got himself locked in the back room of an ATM.
Dude, and I want to hear more about this story because I want to know like if it's a coworker that did it to him, like somebody that was just pissed off and like, and he's climbing in trying
Don't
to
they
fix
have
something.
Bloop. No, don't they have like the meat freezers have the safety button to like get out
Well,
when
they
you're
say
stuck?
he's a contractor, right? So he's probably there after hours.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
nobody else in there. Those are probably pretty secured boxes.
Right.
So what he's doing, he's just putting like the Chinese workers, like putting in the Nike shoes, like the please help get me out of here.
Oh yeah, that was so he's handing notes out through the money slot that says, "I'm trapped here, please, and I don't have my phone. Please call my boss." And he had written his boss's phone number on it.
That's like a Twilight Zone episode where he's got all the money in the world, but he can't get
That's
out
right,
of there.
time enough at last. Right.
stuck in the ocean, nothing to drink.
I'm thinking more like a hidden camera show. It's like I'm looking around, I'm like, all right, I'm unpunked. I'm totally
Right.
unpunked right now.
But yeah, and apparently like it took a while. Like it took a number of these notes before someone actually believed him and called the
cops thought it was a joke
Yeah.
too.
Well, wouldn't you?
I don't
like
know.
seriously, like you call 911. Hey, there's a guy stuck in the ATM. Yeah, buddy, look, this
he's
is for,
handing me money.
yeah,
all
this
the
is for emergency uses only. Click. Yeah.
He didn't have a phone on him?
No, he said he didn't have his phone on
Oh, he
him.
didn't have his phone. Oh.
So rule of thumb: when going into small enclosed places, always bring phone.
So
Your coffin.
I didn't. I thought this would be funny to bring up and talk about. I wasn't sure if it was show worthy or not, but I don't care. You can isolate that too. Apparently, there's a guy in Waterford owns this company, and he decided, like no smoking signs and things like that, no guns on the premise. decided to put up a no complaining allowed sign in his place of business. And
Which I think is amazing.
No, and we talk about this all the time. If you thought enough to complain about it, you've thought enough of at least two good ways to fix it.
Yep.
And it's like, I think people, and we'll talk about this with Andy later, but like, I think people just want to complain just so they can get attention and get what they want. And this guy's like throwing the middle finger up, and I kind of applaud him.
Well, yeah, because wasn't it like the week before he left his own company? Like he was stepping down, or like the week before he was leaving, he put up that sign. Because he didn't want to hear it anymore.
Right.
He's like, it's my last week here. Kiss my ass. Stop bitching.
And it was actually a healthcare facility, and he basically said, he goes, we recently lost one of our medical assistants. We have 2 people who've been literally doing the work of 3 people, and he goes, and everybody's complaining. And he goes, we're just done.
Yeah, we're trying to hire another person.
Right.
Relax.
Sometimes things happen.
Yeah.
You have to pick up some slack, or you have to do some stuff.
It's a job. That's
Right.
how that works. That's exactly how all this works.
Shocking is none of the employees wanted to comment on camera.
It's amazing.
They didn't want to complain, you're
No.
saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Publicly.
So, hey, this time next year, if you need me, I will be at Disney.
Is it opening next year?
Yes, because they have announced that they are opening a fully immersive hotel experience where every guest will have an entire storyline. There will be characters in costume. All of the windows will do nothing but show you space and whatever part of the adventure you're in. It's totally Westworld.
Can you kill stormtroopers?
Well, they can't kill you, so...
You bang Princess Leia. It's Westworld.
I was gonna say, is there an adult version or something?
Right. I'm moving to Disney. I saw it. It looks amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about the damn mouse. Like,
No.
No.
Just let me check in.
Yeah.
Tell me what a permanent residency costs, and
that
I'm
was
good.
the whole point of Hollywood Studios, is run in the back as fast as you can when it opens and get your kids signed up for the Jedi training.
Yep.
Like, now, I don't need to do that. It's all there.
Maybe this is how nursing homes will be now. We'll just drop you off there at the Star Wars world until you expire.
It'll probably cost the same as going to the nursing home.
Wasn't that the plot of WALL-E? That was totally the plot.
Right.
Of WALL-E.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway.
You know, and I'd be perfectly okay with that. I got to be honest.
And Hollywood Studios in the back has that smoked turkey leg, which is like the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. It's better than Cedar Point cheese on a stick.
I was going to bring up cheese on a stick.
No, it's better.
Oh, it's the best.
I just ate 2 cheese on a
love
stick
cheese on a
2 weeks
stick.
ago.
What's
It's the
cheese on a
exact-
stick?
Yeah, what it is it's cheese, the exact same
I believe the
form
concept
factor.
is pretty self-explanatory.
two ingredients.
It's a block of cheese the same size as a stick of butter, exactly the same size, and then corn dogged. So the cheese is molten within
Is that
the
a
corn
euphemism
dog
for
shell.
something or no?
I ate 2 of them 2 weeks ago.
corn dog
It's a
that.
technical
Have you
term.
pooped yet?
It's a technical
Hashtag this is why I'm fat. And Nuri, you threw a story out that I thought was absolutely genius. And it's funny that more people don't troll people like this with the terms and conditions that everybody agrees
I
to.
think I'm going to do this at my
it's
house,
amazing.
actually. Going forward, since I have so many people over at my house using my Comcast 1 gig service,
And,
I should put up some kind of shameless plug. So basically, in the UK, there's this company named Purple, and they put up for several weeks a message. And basically, buried in the terms and conditions, it said that you would have to clean up after festivals, manually unclog sewage, and basically it was in this fine print. You agreed
chewing
that-
gum on the streets, and it was 1,000 hours. It wasn't like a 1. It was 1,000 hours.
yeah.
No, it said not, including but not limited to cleaning toilets at festivals, scraping chewing gum off the streets, and manually relieving sewer blockages.
I love the way that's worded. Manually relieving sewer blockages.
It's very British.
One of the things that happens when Bob goes to the ER.
But the thing was that they offered a prize for anyone that read it.
Oh, yeah. And
flagged it.
how many people claimed it?
Was it 1?
One person.
One person.
22,000 collected. Because, like, I guess they did something else where you're, like, legally bound to give up your firstborn child.
Yep.
Like, they're absolutely. And it's legal. If they wanted to. And it just.
You can put anything you want on a TNC. It doesn't mean it's actually legally enforceable. I mean, let's be honest. It's not. I would love to see them actually. Because apparently they only left it live for like 2 weeks.
The Herod clause was. And it's clearly stated in terms and conditions, 6 people still signed up.
Well, I need that Wi-Fi really bad. I'm traveling, and I need to call my mom.
Right. No, it said, while terms and conditions are legally binding, it's contrary to public policy to sell children in return for free Wi-Fi.
Well, and then speaking of the UK, apparently we're like 8 months away, or 8 months from now, they're going to be rolling out a universal age verification porn ID check system.
Which I think in in theory, is a good idea, right? You don't want minors to have access to pornography.
Right.
So instead, you just have to sign up with your like passport number now, or what?
Yeah, it's I think it's using whatever it is, the SIN